friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what's going on. I think I see a lot of people do it. And they just posted just about the MTA is hiring or this is hiring. Like, that's promoting your friends.
Right.
It's not sometimes like people go, oh, yeah, you know, when you're a celebrity, yeah, you can look at it in a celebrity point of view or a celebrity aspect, but you don't want to look at it like that. I want to look at it like a regular person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a manager at McDonald's, why not put my man on too?
That is true. That is true.
And we could run the whole thing, and we could give free burgers out.
Well, what if you're skeptical about who to put on because you're not sure if they're reliable? Mm-hmm. They may get fired, and then that looks bad on you. Yeah. So I noticed that some people are hesitant to put other people on when it comes to employment because they're not sure how it'll make them look.
I go through that. You know, I am a man of some type of power, right, at my job, and I can, you know, I do hiring. I damn sure wish I could do the firing, but you can't because everything is union.
Yes.
But when I had my last manager's position at another facility, I was able to, you know, bring people in for interviews and stuff like that.
Right.
And, you know, friends of mine. It's just that when you bring in friends along, you got to make sure they prepared. And when you're not prepared, when your friends is not prepared to do the same job that you were doing,
right,
then they're not gonna get the job. And that happens like 9 out of 10 times. And there's no knock on the people that I know that's like, yeah, you know, you got me an interview, whatever. I got you at an interview because that's what I'm gonna bring to you. I'm gonna bring you. What's that saying when they say you could bring the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink? That's the saying. You can bring people to the job interview.
Right.
Don't mean they're gonna get the job.
That is true.
But they have to want it. They have to want it. You know, you gotta be hungry, man. People gotta be hungry. They're not hungry like that.
It depends.
Would you if you're in a position of hiring people, right? Would you hire your friends?
Yes.
Even if they're qualified?
You can be qualified. Nobody is necessarily qualified 100% for any job.
Yeah.
Before I started working for the agency I work for, I didn't know anything about the homeless population. Yeah. So I was given that chance, and now I'm one of the best workers at my site.
I don't know, but because you still got a lot of competition out there. But it's just crazy that, you know, when people see you in positions,
right, they
expect to be like put on.
Right.
Like, I tell people, don't expect to be put on, but expect me to question you. Right. Because if I'm in a position to hire, I'm in a position to fire.
That is absolutely
and
right.
I'm also in the position to ask you questions during the interview.
Right.
That I know that's gonna trip you up. Because that's what it's about.
Right.
It's about interviews are about tripping people up to see how they answer certain questions. So they might say at a job interview, hey, do you let me just give you a policy question. He like, dude, like, I don't even know the policy. I just got here.
Right.
like I don't know the policy.
Right.
Do your research. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people post how they feel about jobs anyway on Indeed, right? Like it's like the review. Overworked.
But, well, see, I don't know if Indeed is a great example of
I love Indeed.
Doing your research before you go for a job interview, because most of the posts are negative. There are some positive posts there, but it's not really going to help you much during an interview. The best thing to do is just look on the website of whatever company or agency that you are interviewing for, and I don't know, gather all your information.
Get all the information you need so you can get the job.
Right. That's exactly what I did, actually. I knew the website back and forth.
It was like,
I just spit out all the information I could.
How many homeless people we housed in the last 3 years?
I did all that research, and I did very good on the interview. So,
listen, I'm not going to tell you about my interviewing, how I interview people. But it's very intense. It's a lot of questions, and it's a lot of like silence.
Silence?
Because I want to know like your whole your facial expression. Like, I want to see everything. I want to see the fact that if it's silence, I want to see the sweat dripping down. Because when you see the sweat dripping down, I mean, they're hungry, they want it, they nervous, right?
What if they're not sweating? It's cold.
Like, get the job?
Most of the time, it's cold in the building.
I'm kidding with the quiet part, but most of the time, like, yes, I do ask challenging questions. But I don't, listen, you talking to a person that will tell people to just quit.
Yeah.
Because I'm that type of person. Like, I feel like if you don't have no kids, right, you got no responsibility, and your mama own that house, and she ain't asking for a dime, you should be able to say, "Ma, I just quit my job." But you have to, but you have to have the backup. And that's what me and Matilda was talking about last week, about going to school, whatever, college, because you have that piece of paper. You can, I think, if you have a piece of paper, a degree, you can quit your job if you want, if you feel like it's not gearing you towards your future.
Let me tell you something about higher education and finding a job.
Very hard.
It seems like it's easy, but it is not at all. So I would not advise quitting your job, because the search can be quite difficult depending on what degree you have, the specialty you specialized in, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we disagree on that.
But yeah, disagree. But I tell people, if you're going to college, go to college and go to college and understand that the field that you're studying, and understand that the job market, that's important. Right. Because if you understand the job market, you're good. You don't have to worry about anything, right? Because you can if you're doing finance, go get a job on Wall Street. Look for jobs on Wall Street. If you work in the human services field, they say the best thing to do is do volunteer work and then you do your internship anyway. And I always tell people, every intern that came to my job, I said, listen, when you intern here, come back here, because we know you. They know you. They familiar with you. So that's the one thing about college, and that's one thing I love about college, is the internship program that they usually have. I just don't agree with it, because I think that you should I think you do your internship in your second or your third year, something like that.
It depends on what your major.
It depends on your major, but I feel like you should do internship from the beginning of college to the end.
Well, balancing an internship and education for some people may be a little too much. That's why they don't start you off with an internship your freshman year.
I don't know, because I always look at it like you have to gain some experience, and sometimes when you do it later, like if you're doing you did your 2 years for your for your bachelor's, and you on to you're on your third year, and then they start trying to internship. Excuse me. You might be somewhat disinterested. I don't know. Like, I just feel like if you want a career, then do something that you know that you're not gonna get disinterested in. Right. So if you're doing human services, then look for other ways in human services to grow. Right. But don't get discouraged, in your second year. Keep going. Right. That's why I said doing volunteer work, because if you do volunteer work in your freshman year, you good, because all of that stuff is putting on your resume. It's about resume building, so.
And with volunteering, you don't really have to be as committed as an internship. So it's less pressure, it's less work. You can actually focus on your studies and not have like a set schedule. Yeah. So volunteering is good.
Very good. If you want to do human services, volunteer at a soup kitchen. I'm just saying. Yes. Because you get the most experience there.
It depends, because I volunteered at a soup kitchen in Rochester, and it felt regular.
Where you was at?
Rochester, New York.
Do a soup kitchen in Brooklyn, New York. I'm just saying, like, you get the different dynamics. You get a woman bringing 3-4 her kids, and then and you could tell like she's mentally ill, and you could tell like the kids have some type of.
Oh, they got that in Rochester too.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Like, You really get that part. And then a lot of volunteers, they so nervous. Right. They don't want to interact.
Yes.
That's what you have to do. That
is true.
You know? So you have to interact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird because, like, yes, this podcast is about everything. Like, don't be like, oh my God. Like, one person was like, Ari, you guys are talking on different topics there. I was like, yeah, why not? You're supposed to talk about everything.
Right.
Every freaking thing. See, I'm about to curse because
I know.
I'm about to curse. I got out of work early. And I came here, you know, I dealt with my situations at work. I conquered it. I'm the best at what I do at my job. Matilda just shrugged her shoulders.
Yeah. He be feeling himself a little too much.
And check to Instagram. But yeah, you definitely should do that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand that school is really important, but on the job training is very important as well too. So if you go to school and you feel like, well, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna, you know, this is not for me, then get a job in that field, and that's how you can conquer it, and that's how you can make it. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So another thing I want to do, if you are listening to this podcast, I definitely want to reach out to a lot of young Black entrepreneurs, or people that's trying to do something, or at least make a name for themselves. So advertising. If you're a makeup artist, if you're a makeup artist, don't come in and put makeup on me.
Yes, put makeup on Ari.
And if you are inspiring to be a singer,
anything and everything,
because at the end of the day, I feel like I want people to understand that this podcast is gonna promote you, unlike iTunes is doing to me. You know, but it's gonna promote you, and if you're doing something that's gonna be a success, then bring it to us.
I agree.
You know, listen, everybody has even if you have a dream, if you have like a passion and you ain't even get off the ground yet, it's good to just voice it anyway.
Right.
Because it will be.
And it may inspire somebody that's listening.
Exactly. Or it might inspire to understand this. That's
true.
Understand.
True.
What we kicking. Understand what we smelling. You know? Because I'm just saying, like, it's very hard for people to make a name.
Right.
For themselves. And they always like, oh, I need an outlet. I need, you know. Listen to the podcast and come on and hit me up. You know? Listen, it's okay to slide into my DM and hit me up about something positive.
It could be negative too.
I take criticism very well.
Yeah.
I just put people on fucking blast. That's what I do. Excuse my language.
I thought you weren't gonna curse.
I know. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you're saying something negative, then I'm gonna just put you on blast. But
everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Yes,
just be respectful.
I love people's opinions. I think it's amazing. I think it is. But at the end of the day, back to another topic, right? Because this is going topic to topic. What do you think about reality shows? We touched on it a little bit with the dude wearing the dress. I don't watch reality. We touched on it with my man Scott Disick. I don't even know him, but I like him. I think he's amazing. I follow him on Instagram. He got a lot of planes. I don't know if it's his, but he got a lot of planes. But what do you think about reality shows?
I think they're pretty interesting. Only because it kind of takes you out of your normal life. And my life is very ordinary. So it's quite entertaining. It also shows you,
funny.
It shows you, I don't know, different things about other people's lives. Like, I can't give you an example right now because my mind is all over the place, but it's just different. It opens your mind to different things and what people go through that you may not ever go through.
Like I said, I don't watch